What would it look like if, for 30 days, you decided it was no longer your job to heal anyone except for yourself? How would you feel, even on the first day, if you took your hands off of everyone else in the world that you want to heal as a woman and directed all that energy at you? It's a practice. And just like everything else we do, it's not meant to be a perfect recipe. But in this space, we're going to come together and we're going to begin to discover what it feels like to lean into the feminine energy. Because as a recovered hypermasculine female, I can tell you that there becomes a great amount of safety and self trust that comes around and arises in us, and it feels like we've come home to ourselves. And if there's nothing else I can offer you from this channel, I hope that is a sense of coming home to yourself and feeling at ease within your own body. Because if I know anything very well, I know the dis-ease of what it feels like to be in my body when I'm always working and giving outside of myself. So let's dive in. The first thing that you have to do is write down everybody that you care for. Everybody. Sisters, parents, siblings, your own children, your husband, your cat, your dog, your animals, pets, coworkers, anyone else that you are caring for, pouring out to, giving your energy to, attempting to fix, heal, or otherwise, because sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it until we look in the mirror and we're like, I'm so exhausted, and feel resentful towards anything. Like, ugh, I have to feed the dog and like make dinner and talk to this person, and it becomes a task. Everything becomes, I have to, I should, and it's no longer fun. Well, my darling, beautiful love, life should be fun. Life should be good. It can be full of good work. It can be good, hard work if you want it, but it should be enjoyable, and you should feel joy from engaging in these activities and engaging with these people. So we're going to write all of it down, and we're going to look at who really needs us. So maybe your parents, if you're older, depend on you for care. Maybe you have young children or teenagers that do depend on you for care. They need you. Your husband, spouse, partner, they have big boy pants. They can wear them. And if you need time to take care of yourself, it's time to set that standard for yourself, which will pour out onto that partner or spouse to say, I actually need to take care of me right now. I really need to take care of me. Some of them might feel like a sense of betrayal because they're so used to the hyper-masculine belief that women are here to serve them. That's okay. That's theirs to work through, not yours. They might feel moody for a few days, but as they see you rising up in your feminine and feeling vibrant and alive, they will thank you. And they will probably find you more attractive because you're not burnout, frustrated, resentful, irritated at everyone. You are you. You are you. You're coming home to yourself. So again, put everyone else aside. You've written them all down. You've now identified who actually needs your time. Now you identify how much of that time do they actually need? And how much time do you need? How much energy do you need right now to refill that deep well that you are, to feel like you are a whole human being again? Because, my love, I just know, Stephanie, that you've been out there doing, getting everything done, checking off the list, and part of you feels very proud. I know. Yes, you can do it all. But we don't need to. There's like no point. We don't have to do it all. We can do less for others and sit back a little bit and receive. Okay, that's number 2. You're going to put your palms up in the morning. You're going to sit up in bed and physically put your palms up and out, just like this, first thing in the morning. You're going to take time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's just a tiny space. I promise you it's possible. To sit and breathe in and receive. Receive love for yourself. Receive good energy for yourself. Breathe in oxygen for yourself. Like put the oxygen mask on first for yourself. Receive knowing that you are safe and you are cared for. If you have a roof over your head and you have food and you have gas in your car and everyone seems healthy, you are safe. And I know, speaking from experience, being in fight or flight all the time because you've been in your hypermasculine, you've been trying to help, heal, fix, squeeze love into everybody and everything, that you have squeezed every ounce of your beautiful, loving energy out of yourself. The orange or little mandarin is dry. There's nothing left. There's no pulp, there's no juice, there's no nothing. And you feel like you're in a desert. Before you just collapse into a puddle, try this first. Receive. Breathe in that beautiful energy and love that's meant for you. Deep breaths, feeling it in your heart. And just for a few moments, instead of thinking about your tasks or thinking about how you need to do X, Y, Z and help Karen with her neighbor's dogs and her pudding, whatever it is, you're going to think about you. You're going to think deeply about those needs that have gone unmet. And only think about how you are going to meet one of them that day and receive. And when you're done with that, you're going to write it down. What do you need? Because I know you need. And I know it's not another Starbucks latte or a caramel frappy whippy Valentine's juice red, whatever they're making these days. It's you need you. You need you. You need your attention. Your body needs your attention. Your body needs you to breathe. Your body needs you to look at it and look in the mirror and say, I love you. Okay, so the final thing for you to just meet you, to come home to you, to find that beautiful inner light that you have dimmed some. Let's be honest. Before you began to investigate what it might be like to be in your feminine, you dimmed your own light by kind of hiding yourself underneath everybody else's needs and like looking around, always trying to find somebody else's needs to meet. And the reason for that is because you're afraid and you've been conditioned to believe that you are not supposed to meet yours because it feels scary. It feels almost selfish, or you've been told you're selfish to meet your own needs. They're beautiful needs. When you've received the most beautiful thing that you can do, this is a Louise Hay practice that I've picked up that many women do, and I cannot advocate for it enough. And the first time I did it, I felt really silly, but I believe in it. I so deeply believe in it. Looking in the mirror, just repeating to yourself, I love you. And I know we're going to get up and we're going to look in the mirror and we're going to see maybe tired eyes or a new wrinkle, or our skin doesn't look how we thought it would. We're still going to look in the mirror, and on a cellular level, we are going to appreciate every part of our body and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. Because you are it. babe. You are it. Your beautiful life is just yours, and it's all yours, and it's so good and it's so delicious because it's yours. And I promise in these practices, you will begin to feel it be delicious. You will begin to feel that vibrancy that you've been looking for. You will begin to feel yourself come back to life. A good example I like to think about is, let's just take one little grouping of flowers in the ground. There's been studies scientifically showing that as a community, within the roots, the mycelium between trees and plants helps feed and nurture each other. However, if they poured all of their energy out to the other flowers, plants, or things around them, that flower would die. The same with a tree. A mother tree might birth 2 little baby trees with her seeds, and there is science that shows that through her roots, she sends them nutrients to help them grow. It's a community. However, if that mama tree gives all of her energy and all of her nutrients she's gathered from the sun, receiving through her leaves, she would die. If you feel that depleted and you feel that tired, that's because you're feeding all of your nutrients, all of your energy outside yourself. And you deserve to feel energized and whole and happy and vibrant and like your life is delicious. We're going to keep walking through. We're going to keep going. We're going to go so beautifully all the way deep into our soul to come and find ourselves and come home to ourselves, because that's what we need as women right now, more than anything. And in that work, we're also giving again outside of ourselves, just because we're doing the thing we need to do. And it's more beautiful, it's more nourishing, it's more beautiful because you have given yourself what you need. And you see it around you when a being is well nourished. You see when a being is well nourished, a beautiful tree, a garden. You see it so beautiful. And you see when it's depleted and the soil is depleted, the soil of that being's life, it's going to drop and it's hanging over. And I know you don't want to feel like that. So I'm here. I've got you. I see you. I hear you. And I know how much you want to feel whole and come home to yourself. So let's do it together. I love you.